is a final plat to consider, and then the resurvey plat when, who is it coming?
I believe it's Brian Patrick.
Mr. Patrick.
When Mr. Patrick gets here, okay. All right, with that, this application is for a acceptance of the final plat for the commercial construction and maintenance addition to Eastern Valley. The property is located just off Eastern Valley Road. Now tell me exactly where. I'm trying to read the. It's 15, no, that's the surveyor's address, 1550 Wood of River Chase Drive in Hoover. This is
Dr. Alexander.
what's the address of the property, huh?
This is Ron Gilbert. If you're on Eastern Valley Road at the intersection of McCalla Road, you know, there's a pretty good sized Shell station there.
Uh-huh.
All right, if you head towards Eastern Valley, it would be the back side of that lot would adjoin the back of the Shell station. So it's on the same side of the road as the Shell station, going towards Eastern Valley on your left. It's presently touches, part of it touches on the back side of the Shell station.
Okay. Do you have an address for that, Ron?
We do.
Dr. Alexander, it's 2154 Eastern Valley Road.
2154 Eastern Valley Road. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. And Mr. Pence is going to represent this and tell us what we need to know about this final plat, because believe me, I cannot read this little bitty writing, not even with my glasses on.
Well, we'll give you a pass
you
at not a
put-
day over. We'll give you a pass at not a day over 29. So
Can you put a copy of this on the screen so we can read it? Tom, can you put a copy of this?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. We certainly can't.
Oh,
That may be possible with Zoom. I don't know. I know.
yeah, you can put share screen down there and put it up there, can't you?
I don't have anything to share, Dr. Alexander. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have it.
Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I
Jay should have a
executive feedback.
copy. Jay should have a copy of the packet that has it in there.
I
Bring
do.
it with you.
I did.
Oh, you did, but you don't now.
I've not got it in my hand. She's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. see it.
Yeah. Ron, can you get it up on the screen if he passes that to you?
And it's kind of be a caveman way of doing it, but we sure can.
Oh, Lord. That's almost as bad as me looking at it in person. Yeah, that's as bad as me looking at it in person, I think. Well, anyway, what can you tell us about it?
well, this is Dr. Alexander. This is really a paperwork issue here. We've just got to get the final plat recorded. Something happened a long time ago that never got everything paperwork-wise finished up on the plat approval, and so now
Tell us
we're
what
getting
was
close
left.
to development.
Tell us what was
Ma'am?
left to do and what did you do to make it right?
Well, we have just gone back and resurveyed it at Mr. Tom's request and rewritten the legal description and got the surveying all in order. And so we're just bringing that to you tonight just to submit that and get that, get that T crossed and that I dotted.
Okay, which of these sections that are drawn off are we considering?
It is the lot 10A, which is the L-shaped parcel. On the northern section.
Is that the smaller block
No,
inside
ma'am,
the larger one?
it's the larger block.
The larger one.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that going to encompass the smaller one?
No, ma'am. I think
It's
what we're
just the
doing here
larger.
is finaling the property line out between the small one and the large one.
Oh, okay.
And something was off in the paperwork a long time ago, and I think that's what we're trying to finalize here.
Tom, do you remember what that was?
Dr. Alexander, Ron might could speak more to that.
Oh,
In my opinion, I think it was a Scrivener's error when it was recorded. And I believe what we recorded at the courthouse was not exactly accurate and it needed to be changed. Am I all wet on that, Ron?
No, that's correct. And also it was part of an old subdivision that this was part of a lot that was split off. And this is just correcting it up to meet the present city standards on subdivision of property.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions about this? If there are no questions, then the chair will entertain a motion to dispense with this item. If someone offers one.
I'll make a motion that we accept the final plat of 2154 Eastern Valley Road.
And this is Terrain. I will second that.
All right. It has been moved and seconded that we will approve the application for the final plat for 2154 Eastern Valley Road. You've heard that motion. Is there any discussion? There being none, is there anybody opposed to this final plat? Then those who are in favor of the motion to approve it, say aye.
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 Those who are opposed, say no. I didn't hear any no's. I didn't ask for the roll to be called, but did anybody hear any no's?
No, ma'am.
Then
No,
that
ma'am.
one
No,
will be
ma'am.
recorded as unanimously approved. Is Mr. Patrick in yet?
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Patrick around yet?
Dr. Alexander, to speak on the details of item one, if the board wishes for me to.
Does the board wish for Ron to speak in the place of Mr. Patrick?
Yes, ma'am. This is Terrain. I think that would be appropriate.
Okay,
Mighty fine.
go ahead, Ron.
This is a piece of property on Highway 150 at 8th Avenue North or 14th Street and 8th Avenue North. It's a corner lot. There are 5 lots that they're requesting combination on. It would be lots 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And they're requesting that it be combined into one lot, which is 19A.
You did say 8th Avenue and 150, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am. 8th Avenue and Highway 150.
Is that right behind that auto parts place?
It is.
Yes.
Mhm. Dollar Generals are being born everywhere, aren't they?
They are.
Okay, so on this diagram, which of these lots are we talking about?
It's the 5 on the corner that's in the darker. line
I
parking.
see it, uh-huh. Do you all want to act on this now or you want to wait? Mr. Patrick may be having some trouble getting connected, huh?
The council approved the rezoning of this parcel, of two of these parcels this morning. You had recommended rezoning 2 of these parcels to C3, and Mr. Patrick was actually at the council meeting this morning in the council chambers. And he spoke on it at that time that they were going to build a Dollar General at that location, and the council unanimously approved it for rezoning. So, I don't know what other information if y'all would like to hear more information, certainly we can get him in there. But I think all he said this morning, the question was, what are you going to do there? And he said they were going to build a Dollar General.
Why is there on the application, the existing zoning being C3 and R3?
Because the lot on 14th Street was already zoned C3. But there were two lots that were 1319 8th Avenue North and 1321 8th Avenue North, and they were previously zoned R3. But as of this morning, they were all rezoned to be C3. The C3 lot, of course, didn't have to be rezoned, but the other lots were rezoned to be C3.
So,
And this is terrain. I think we can go ahead and act on it. I think I've got enough information. They're just asking for resurvey.
Yeah, and Terrain, this is Ron, and also, they meet the lot size requirements that are for C3 zoning.
what about the sign? What about the lot
They meet-
size?
They meet the minimum size.
They meet the
requirement.
requirements.
Yes, ma'am, they do meet.
I just want to know why the council approved the zoning before it came before us.
They did not. They approved the zone. This one is a resurvey. You previously recommended rezoning to the council in July. And then it came to the council for their action on the zoning. This is on the combination of all the lots into one lot today, your action.
Okay. Does anybody need any more information about this application?
This is Terrain. I did have one question. I know we got 5 lots and I heard 2 lots. So are we clear that all of them are going to be rezoned C3? Or this is going to combine them and all of them? I mean, explain a little bit more about that process for me. I'm good any other way.
All right. So today, what your action is doesn't have anything to do with the zoning. The zoning has taken place prior to this meeting. So since the property has been zoned into C3 on all of these lots, they have to resurvey the piece of property. Otherwise, you're going to have 25-foot wide lots, and they can't build a building on it. So by resurveying it into one lot, they'll have the appropriate building setback lines and distances to build a Dollar General building.
All right. Thank you, Shan. That's what I needed to know.
Dr. Alexander,
Okay, yes.
this is Eugene. I was trying to help Mr. Patrick. So he listening in this conversation through my cell phone, and he answered the question. He said it's going to be 6 lots going into one lot. 6 into 1. 6 lots going to become one lot.
And all would be zone C3.
Mr. Patrick, all will be zone C3, right? That is correct. It all will be zone C3.
Okay. Then if everybody's ready to take action on this application, somebody will say, I move that.
I move.
Go
Go ahead, Terrain.
Oh, I was going to say, I move that we approve this resurvey.
Okay,
This
Is
is
there a
Eugene.
second?
I second.
okay. It's been moved and seconded that we will approve this resurvey plat for Gonzalez Strength and Associates. Is there anybody opposed to this? Okay, then all those in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Those who are opposed, say no. Then that sounded unanimous to me. All right, then this application is unanimously approved. Thank you very much, and that concludes the business for today, and see you next month.
And before everybody signs off, this is
Okay.
Tom. I want to say thank you. It makes it so much easier to keep the minutes when everybody identifies himself when speaking. And
Oh, yeah.
this has been wonderful today. Thank you very much.
And I'll thank you
Welcome,
all
thank
again. Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.